accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. The rubber match of Bears-Packers is underway here shortly. And after the game that Rams and Panthers was just mere moments ago, this one should also be a pretty damn good game. But welcome on in, everyone. Kickoff is quite a few moments away here. But everything is all set. And this should be an interesting one. The Packers won the meeting in Green Bay earlier, about a month or so ago. The Bears won the meeting in Chicago about 3 weeks ago at this point. Those were each of these teams' last wins. So this should be a good one. Both of those games came down to the very end. Hopefully this one will as well to kind of match what Rams and Panthers was also. But welcome on in. The NFL wildcard weekend continues in the Windy City. It was snowing there about an hour ago. Seems like they cleared the field and that everything is all set. The Bears are wearing their navy on navy uniform combo, which is a uniform combo that they have not won a lot in over the past decade plus, even more. So we'll see if the jersey unluck is going to be a non-factor in this one. Yep, kickoff is moments away. Yeah, I got saved a bit for my ESPN bracket challenge with the Rams pulling that one out. Now we'll see if the Bears can do it again today. Again, this should be interesting. Kickoff is moments away. Kickoff, it's moments away. Yeah, the Packers are they're the favorite in this one. That's kind of shocking. Even with how banged up they are. This should be interesting. I'm also excited to see how both teams' defenses play in this. But we'll see. It's just waiting on kickoff at this point. Again, it was snowing like an hour ago in Chicago, and it has stopped since. I'm curious to see if it's set up to snow during the game at all. Probably check that now, honestly. No expected snow during the game. Okay. But it is still a cold one in Chicago. So we'll see. Jordan Love's first game back since that Week 16 game against the Bears, in which he suffered a concussion during. He seems good, ready to go. Should be an interesting one. Caleb Williams getting hers. Caleb Williams and pretty much the entirety of this Bears team getting their first bit of playoff action. Game in Chicago. And home field always plays a bit of a factor, especially in a place like Chicago, where they are loud. This should be good. This should be good. All right, the Chicago Bears are taking the field. Yeah, clear skies, clear field. Even with all the snow from earlier, nothing's left over. Besides just that cold. All right, Kurt Herbstreit and Al Michaels on the call. All right. Let's see. I think this is the case where getting a hot start in this game for either side, either defensively or offensively, is going to play a massive difference. Just getting that hot start and being able to put pressure on the others, gonna be good. We will see. Bears Packers kickoff moments away. I forget how tedious Amazon can be with their coverage sometimes. But we shall see. Hello. Welcome on in. Again, just waiting for kickoff in this one. You know, when everything is pointing towards an 8 o'clock start time, and I expect it to start at roughly 8 o'clock. I forget sometimes that sports leagues like to start things 10 minutes later. But it's fine. It's fine. Is that a Campbell's commercial? Yeah, that's a Campbell's commercial with the Commanders. Okay, cool. Sure. All right, still at commercials as we await kickoff in this. At commercial breaks. All right, still that commercial guy. I forget how tedious Amazon's coverage can be if you don't tune in at the right time. All right, here we go. Kickoff is underway here. He's just gonna be in like 2 minutes, hopefully. Okay, yeah, Prime does. For as good as like the actual like during game stuff is with Amazon Prime and their coverage, man, like the pregame stuff can be tedious. Yep, the rubber match. Yeah. I probably could have like snuck away with getting a quick bite, but I decided against it because I thought this game would kick off around 8 o'clock, like it says on every source for start times. But nope. All right, here we go. I would imagine honestly probably want the defense on the field first if you're Chicago, and set the tone that way. And now we're getting sideline interviews. Nice. Yeah, before the game, there was some interactions between the teams. I mean, these are two teams that hate each other, playing on one of the bigger stages they have had in the rivalry's past 10 years. I mean, nothing beats a rivalry game for Wild Card Weekend, or maybe besides rivalry games and championships and the conference championships. We'll see. We'll see if that ends up playing out. Seeming likely at this point. Yep, feel 33 degrees with 15 plus mile per hour winds in Chicago. Gonna make things interesting for special teams. As the Bears will be getting the ball first in this one. They're putting that offense on the field to set the tone that way. All right, gonna make things a bit interesting. Again, the Bears going with the all navy uniforms for the first time since 2022. And they have not had the best of luck in those uniforms either. So we'll see how that plays a factor into things. All right, the Packers set to send this one away. Brandon McManus on for the kickoff. As wildcard weekend continues from Soldier Field with the kick being returned beginning from the 4. Space out past the 15, past the 20. They fake a reverse in their space. Past the 30 and down to the 32. All right, already trying to get a bit tricky on kickoff. We'll see how that translates throughout the rest of this game. As Caleb Williams takes the field. Set the Bears' single season passing yards record at 3,942. Came just shy of being the Bears' first 4,000-yard passer. But still set the record anyway. Had a great season. Can he continue it into the playoffs? Williams under center, back behind him. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion, right to left. They're going to begin this game with a handoff to DeAndre Swift that gets a yard. All right. Very similar to how the Panthers started that last game. So 2nd and 9. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Williams going to look to throw for the first time. Quick pass left side for DJ Moore. Going to be a gain of roughly 7. Going to be a 3rd and short. Maybe a gain of 6. The Bears have had no points on their last 9 opening drives. It was a 3rd and 3 now, so we'll see if that continues. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 3 from their own 39. Williams looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle, is caught for the first, up to the 44. It's Luther Burden the 3rd on the reception. And they'll keep the chains moving. All right. Again, the question is just how, throughout the entirety of the game, how well they're going to be able to put things together. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, tight end in motion, right to left. Ball on their own 44. Williams looking to throw. Packers send 4. Williams pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Colston Loveland along the sideline. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right. So 2nd and 10. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. They hand this off right side for DeAndre Swift, and that's a gain of 2. To make it a 3rd and 8. Third and 8. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on their own 46. Williams, quick throw, left side, caught by Burden. Has some blockers for the first and more. Past the 45 and down to the 43. DJ Moore is shaken up after the play. But just a simple bubble screen for Luther Burden. He has that speed and the blocking to pick up a first. Yeah, was that Cole Kmet? Yeah, Cole Kmet with a great block at the line of scrimmage. And then DJ Moore led the rest of the way. So Williams under center, going to hand this off up the middle to DeAndre Swift, who has space inside the 35 to the 34. And DeAndre Swift had a career high in rushing yards and touchdowns this past season. And Ben Johnson arrived in Chicago and instantly made an impact for this team. So Williams under center. There's a tight end in the backfield. As they do a double reverse, and it's Cole Kmet rolling left, looking to throw. Tries to cock that back, but bobbles it a bit, so he just takes it himself for about 2 or 3. Gonna be a 3rd and 1. Yeah, they lined up Colston Loveland as the running back. Handed off to DeAndre Swift, who then reversed it for Kmet, who was gonna throw it to Loveland, who's open there. Probably not enough to actually realistically want him to throw that ball. Either way, it's 3rd and inches. Williams under center. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's enough for the first. Inside the 25 to the 24. It's Kyle Monangai on the carry. All right, and the Bears are moving on this opening drive. All right, they pulled Joe Tooney to fake like they're going to the right, and they handed it off on the left. So Williams under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to try to get this to Luther Burden, who's going to lose about 4. Seemed like they're trying to jet sweep there. Just nothing opened up. It'll be a 2nd and long coming up. 9.5 to play in the first. Yeah, they tried to jet sweep, and it's just blown up. Devin Duvernay could not get that block that he needed. All right, so Williams under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, play clock winding down. Man in motion left to right to get the snap off in time as they hand this off up the middle, and they get about 2, up to the 26. Just under 9 minutes to play in the first. So 3rd and 12. Williams alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the Packer 26. Williams looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side. Caught by DJ Moore. And that's enough for the first. Gets the 14-yard line exactly. Oh yeah, the Panthers are going to be a great team next year. Like if they can build off of what worked well properly, they're going to be a real good team next year. Williams looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass right side, going to be out the back of the end. Oh, actually nearly caught that by Rome Odunze, but pretty much out the back of the end zone and incomplete. Yeah, the Panthers are going to be a good team next year. The entire NFC South might be like a sneakily good division next year. Because you have Carolina, who just played the Rams really well in the playoffs. You have Tampa, who's expected to be better next year. The Saints ended the season really strong, as did the Falcons. Williams handoff right side for DeAndre Swift. He gets inside the 10 to about the 8-9 yard line. So the Panthers will go what does that be? 11-6 next year? Or is it they'll go 10-7 and win a playoff game to be 11 total wins? Then 17-0. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 3rd and 5. Ball on the 9-yard line of the Packers. Williams looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side, going to be incomplete. Basically a throwaway near both DeAndre Swift and Colston Loveland. So the Bears drive stalls out inside the red zone, and they're going to settle for the field goal. Out comes Cairo Santos to put the Bears on the board first. Again, windy conditions in Chicago. It is the Windy City, so it should not be that surprising. 7:06 to play in the first quarter. 27-yard kick from the right hash. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Also, with that same pattern trend in mind, does that mean that the Raiders are going to be a 5-win team next year? As we head to a commercial break with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Obviously not the exact drive the Bears are looking for, but still a really damn good drive. Being able to kill about 8 minutes of clock on that and get points on the board, you will take that anytime. You will take that any day of the week. So the Raiders are going to have their own pattern beginning next year. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. We'll see Jordan Love in his Packers offense for the first time tonight. When we get back. Let's just see a Jaguar commercial. God damn, that car brand. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Yeah, there's that week 14 game-winning interception for the Packers. And then there's that onside kick that the Bears recovered, followed up by the overtime touchdown for Caleb Williams, which that was a great game. It was an absolute fantastic game. All right, the Bears set to send this one away. Kickoff going to bounce and be returned beginning from the 7. Space out past the 20, 25, and down to the 26. There is quite a few penalty flags coming down after that. All right, so 6:58 to play in the first. The penalty is going to be holding against the Packers. Going to push them back some to make this quite strenuous starting field position. All right, so 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. As Soldier Field gets loud. $6:58 to play in the first. Ball on their own 15. Love under center. Back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion right to left. They hand this off left side for Jaden Reed, who has space for a first. Going to get out of bounds near the 28-yard line. Oh, and this game's going to be ugly with the amount of post-play activities that are going to go on. This game's going to be pretty ugly, isn't it? Alright, so a pickup of about 13 for Jaden Reed. Good way to start this drive for the Packers. Even before the game, things were ugly between these two. Again, these teams do not like each other. Love in shotgun, back to his right. Two receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, oldest rivalry in the NFL. Oldest rivalry in NFL history. And we get in it for a wild card round. If this game was like in the for the NFC Championship or even like the divisional round, it'd be even more ugly than this already. In terms of just like post play stuff. Love in shotgun, back to his right. Two receivers to each side, man in motion, left to right. Love going to look to throw in first on 2nd and 10. Pass right side, going to be caught by Luke Musgrave for a gain of about 9. So a 3rd and roughly 2 coming up. Maybe 3rd and 1. We'll see what the spot says. 5:53 to play in the first. Yeah, I can say a 3rd and 1. Love under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. It's a 3rd and quite a long one. Play action, looking to throw. Love with plenty of time. Pass right side, can be caught by Romeo Doubs. Down to the bare 30-yard line. Hey, the Packers are able to move the ball here pretty well so far. The first 2 games were a bit more defensive centered. Is this one going to be a shootout? Yeah, good blocking from Jordan Morgan, who was their 1st round pick a few years back. Getting the start tonight due to an injured Zach Tom. As Love under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Gonna toss this left side for Josh Jacobs, who has space inside the 20 and brought down at about the 20. Gonna rule it a gain of 9. 4:40 to play in the game. I forgot that Josh Jacobs made the playoffs in 2021. I forgot he was on the Raiders at that time. I forgot the Raiders made the playoffs at all in the 2020s. Man, that season does not feel real. Love and shotgun, back to his right. Gonna hand this off left side for Jacobs once again. And that'll be enough for a first, down to the 15. So 1st and 10 for the Packers. Love under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the Bear 15. Handoff up the middle for Jacobs. Gonna have space to roughly the 11. I picked the Bears to win this one. In part because if the Packers lose bad enough, maybe Miami would be able to poach their head coach. I kind of doubt that, but there's always a possibility. There's been some reports during the week that LaFleur might be that LaFleur is going to be meeting with the Packers for an extension, and who knows how this game will impact that and to what degree. So we'll see. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers win. Love in shotgun, quick throw left side, caught by Jaden Reed, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3. So a 3rd down coming up. Third and roughly 2. 2:20 to play in the first. Love under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw, rolling right. Pass right side, caught by Christian Watson, and he gets the pylon. The Packers find the end zone first. They take the lead with 2:06 to play in the first. A fantastic 85-yard touchdown drive for the Packers that spanned just about 5 minutes and 9 plays to give them the lead relatively early on in this game. And then that was a drive where not much like actual fancy play calling took place. It was just simply moving the ball down the field with ease. Yeah, wisdom teeth suck. I got mine taken out early, like before they truly got in there. But yeah, no, there was still, it was still rough. As there is a Bears still to get up after the play. Is that Jaquan Brisker? It is. Oh, Jaquan Brisker's down after the touchdown. That is not a good sign for this Bears defense. .206 to play in the first. I imagine we'll go to a commercial break here soon. I haven't gone to one just yet. Now they're showing Ben Johnson on the sideline. Why have we not gone to a commercial break yet? Now they're showing Caleb Williams. All right, Brisker is up. He's walking to the sideline, seemingly under his own power. He was down for a long time for us not to go to a commercial break there. Hey, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I was lucky to be able to. I was lucky to just be able to go to my standard dentist to get my wisdom teeth removed. Extra point is up, and it is good. So at the same time, like all they did was numb my mouth to remove them. They didn't do anything else. So. Yeah, so the extra point's up and good. And now we'll head to a commercial break. All right, so at commercial break. Yep, at commercial break. So like a little bit of pressure on the Bears now. The Packers moved the ball with ease on that opening drive. How will the Bears respond? Right at commercial break. And we're getting a just coming back from commercial break. There is an aerial shot of the giant bean that they have in Chicago. I always love that that's one of like their staples of that city. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5. Face up past the 15, past the 20, 25, and down to about the 30. All right, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Yep. See what Caleb Williams can. Let's see what Caleb Williams does here. Williams under center, back and fullback behind him. First and 10 from their own 30. Handoff up the middle for Kalaman guy. Gonna get about 4. All right, so 2nd and 6 coming up. Williams under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 34. Minute 25 to play in the first. Heading in motion right to left as Williams is going to hand this off up the middle. And that is stuffed at the line for minimal gain, if anything. Another drive with an early 3rd down for Chicago. 1 minute remains in the first. Potentially the final play before the end of the first quarter. Now 50 seconds when they break the huddle. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. As Williams is going to look to throw. Pressure comes quick. Williams rolling to his right. Pass right side, going to be caught by DJ Moore, but that's not enough for the first. Only gets about 3 there. Going to be a 4th and 2. And I imagine with it being inside 5 yards for the first, they do not need to snap the ball here. They can send the offense out just to try and get him to jump off sides before punting it. Maybe if you can get him off guard still somehow, you do snap the ball here. Kind of doubt it though. Williams under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Tight end in motion, left to right. And they don't get enough movement. That'll be the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. The Packers lead by 4. Bears have the ball in 4th and 2 and will probably be punting it away when we get back from commercial break. Yeah, that was a great game for the Rams. Colby Parkinson has been having a great season, and that catch for the game-winning touchdown was incredible. Part of me is hoping the Rams do play the Seahawks next week, because I think that would be a great game. At the same time, though, I mean, I do think I would rather see Rams Seahawks in the NFC Championship. It's like either way, like it does very much feel like it's gonna be Rams or Seattle representing the NFC. All right. At commercial break. At commercial break for the end of the first quarter. At commercial break. All right, 4th and 2, just coming back from commercial break. And the Bears' offense is still on the field. I mean, they could just try to get him jump off sides once more. But Williams is in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 4th and 2 from their own 38. The risky decision here if they do end up snapping it. They do. Williams looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught with space. DJ Moore to the 45. They're back into Packer territory. All right. Hey, it worked. 1st and 10 for Chicago coming up. Yeah, they caught the linebackers flat-footed. DJ Moore is open over the middle. A great throw from Caleb Williams. Now they have ball inside the Packer 45 at the 44. Handoff for DeAndre Swift, trying to bounce it out left side, and that's a gain of about 30. Cool. The game's going good so far. Each team scored in their opening drives, and now we're here. Just been some solid football. Nothing too special just yet. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. Gonna fake a toss left and throw it back right for DJ Moore, who's gonna slip and gain only a yard up to the 40. There's that snow evident impact from earlier. Third and 6. 13:20 to play in the first half. Williams under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff, right side for Kalamananga, and that's only a gain of a yard. Gets to the 40. It's Edrin Cooper on a tackle for loss. I do not get that play call. Though seemingly they're going to keep the offense on the field once more. They already went for it once on this drive. Why not a second time? No, not really. Nice. All right, Williams in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 4th and 6 from the Packer 40. They need the 34. Williams looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side is well off the mark and intercepted at the 12. Either way, it's going to be Packer ball. He had a wide open Luther Burden for seemingly a walk-in touchdown, but he put that so far off the mark. And yeah, that's going to be picked off. It's Carrington Valentine with the interception. Just bad throw from Caleb Williams. More, if anything, it was more so an arm punt. But when you have Luther Burden that open along the sideline, I'm shocked he didn't even try to get it out there. Maybe I mean, which way's the wind? Maybe the wind impacted that throw? I doubt it, though. Because again, with how open Burden was, he could have just zipped it right in there. That's weird. Actually, you came back just in time for something big to happen. All right, we're at commercial break after that. I'm going to need to see that replay again. Yep, so at commercial break. At commercial break. Here's a Fallout commercial. Probably the last one before we get back to the action. Here we go. Just getting back from commercial break. Is the exact camera angle I want for this. Oh. Yeah, No, that's just, yeah, Caleb Williams just did not throw that properly. All right, so Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff right side for Josh Jacobs. Can get past the 15 and brought down near the 20. Yeah, that was just... So 2nd and 3 now for the Packers. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle once again, and that'll be enough for the first, and he has space. Up past the 30 and down to the 33. Hey, Josh Jacobs running well in this game. What's he at right now? Up to 39 yards so far in this one. What was his totals from the first 2 meetings? Love play action looking to throw. Trying to step up and just going to shovel this one forward. Jacobs has it if they rule it a fumble, but it's going to be incomplete. There's also a Bears still to get up after that play. The Love avoids the sack somehow by just shoveling that one in the vicinity of Josh Jacobs. But yeah, he was wrapped up there. So Josh Jacobs is right into a commercial for injury timeout. Josh Jacobs has already passed his total yards from the first time the Bears played the Packers. Or from the second time, I mean. And he's probably on pace to eclipse the total of both games combined. As we're at commercial break. At commercial break. It's Nick McLeod who is slowly up after that. There's The Bears started nickel corner because C.J. Gardner-Johnson was out for this game. That's a tough blow. Add commercial break. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Packers when we get back from commercial break due to the injury timeout to Nick McLeod. We will see how long this takes. Yeah, they brought the card out for him. That's a tough one. Oh, that's Why did I read that wrong? It was TJ Edwards who was slow to get up after that. ESPN was just not telling me you actually got injured in that play. Okay, cool, love it. And so TJ Edwards is being carted off the field. That's a tough blow for that Bears defense. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Packers. Yeah. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Oh, he misplanted that left foot. Yeah. All right, so 2nd and 10, Love in shotgun, a back to each side. Ball on their own 33-yard line. Running back in motion, left to right, as Love is going to play action and look to throw. Has some time, rolls to the right, pass right side, going to be caught by an open Matthew Golden. Base past the 35 and down to about the 30. Packers moving. Packers offense is moving with these. Yeah, but nice route bounce from Matthew Golden. Just to get open along that right side. And even if he wasn't, Emmanuel Wilson would have been Chris. That was Chris Brooks who was the running back out wide there. He also would have had plenty of space. Matthew Golden, one of 2 receivers drafted in the 1st round since 2018, do not have a touchdown in the rookie season. The other was Kadarius Toney. Not great company to be in. Love under center, back behind him. Gonna hand this off up the middle. And that is fighting forward for about 2 or 3. I believe Emmanuel Wilson's on the carry there. Yeah. Emmanuel Wilson on the carry. 2nd and about 7 coming up. Second and 7. Love going to try to take it himself up the middle, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. So a 3rd and about 8 coming up. 9:25 and counting to play in the second. To play in the first half. Yeah, pressure was getting there quick. Love tried to escape up the middle. Did not work. He takes a pretty big hit there as well. And so 3rd and 8, Love in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the Bear 29-yard line. Play clock winding down. They're going to get the timeout off in time. Packers will call their first timeout. Yeah, they're not going to get that snap off in time. 8:55 to play in the first half. $8:55 to play in the first half. As they're still now they're showing a locker room camera for TJ Edwards on the cart. Why? What's the point in that camera shot? All right, 3rd and 8 for the Packers. Love in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. The 21-yard line's a first down. Love looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught, and that's a first. Inside the 20 to the 19. It's Romeo Doubs on the reception. And the Packers move the chains. All right, just nice pitch and catch there between Love and Romeo Doubs. Places that perfectly on the money. And Doubs does the rest. Yeah, just a very simple game so far. Nothing really like outlandish. Just nothing like fancy has happened. Love under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off left side. And that's Josh Jacobs for a gain of about 1 yard. I think like the most crazy thing was that interception that Caleb Williams threw, and that's purely because of how bad he missed Luther Burden on that throw. Besides that, it's just been standard good football. Defenses aren't really doing a whole lot in terms of like actually like making stops and forcing punts, but sometimes you don't need to. Love under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the Bear 18-yard line. Love going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be stuffed for no gain. Josh Jacobs gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7:25 and counting to play in the first half. Third and 9, they're saying, coming up. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the Bear 18-yard line. Love looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side is there for Jaden Reed. Touchdown Green Bay. They extend this to a 2-possession lead with 6:46 to play in the first half. Jaden Reed was wide open there. They capitalize off the interception. They have a 10-play, 87-yard drive. Packers have now had back-to-back 85-plus yard drives for touchdowns. And it's just simple, like nice. It's just a nice route concept to get Jaden Reed open. Extra point is up and good. I mean, the Bears have come back plenty of times before this year. There's still time left for them. But they're going to need a drive here soon. And we're at commercial break afterwards. At commercial break. Also, I'm just now seeing a tweet in relation to the uniform combo that the Bears are wearing today, which is their navy. The Bears have worn navy 4 times versus the Packers this millennium. This is from Zach Zeidman. Back in 2002, they lost at home to the Packers on Monday night wearing navy. In 2006, they lost in the season finale to the Packers. In 2016 and in 2017, they lost on Thursday Night Football to the Packers wearing navy. So not good luck uniform wise. And now they're down by 11 in the wild card. So yep, select commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. We'll see how the Bears respond to being down by 11. Plus, the Packers get ball to begin the second half. So the Bears are in a bit of a pickle here if they can't score in this drive. 6:46 to play in the first half. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 1. Spaced out past the 15, trying to find space past the 20. Now past the 25 and down to the 27. So pretty fine starting field position. Showing stats about that Packers defense. In the final month of the season, they were 25th ranked defense. Yeah, I mean, they're playing well so far in this. Williams under center, going to play action and look to throw. Has some time, now going to roll to his right to buy some more. Williams still looking, going to take it himself, and that's a gain of 2. All right, so 2nd and 7 coming up. Williams under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left, gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's DeAndre Swift to the 32. Oh, thank you. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, with now being back on the laptop, it's gonna be those type of changes are gonna be more easily missed for me. It happens. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 3rd and 4, looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is caught for the first. That's Cole Kmet, and the ball is loose, but the Bears have it as Roma Dunze falling on the fumble. They luckily pick up their own fumble. And the drive continues with 5 minutes and counting to play in the half. Yeah, he turns. That's the football move. Oh, the Packers are going to challenge this. They want to say it's incomplete. Okay. Okay, so they're not going to end up challenging this because expedited review is going to say this is incomplete. There'll be a 4th down coming up for Chicago. Yeah, because they're saying he did not complete the process of a catch. He didn't quite get enough. He didn't make that 3rd step, I guess. Yeah, because he caught it sideways and didn't turn enough. And he didn't take a 3rd step, so I'm assuming that's why they're saying it's incomplete. So 4th and 4. The Bears offense is staying on the field. Risky decision at this stage of the game. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on their own 32-yard line. 5:19 to play in the game in the first half. Man in motion left to right. Williams gonna bobble the snap and look to throw. Pass over the middle is tipped at the line and incomplete. The Bears turn it over on downs, and this is where this game can start to get ugly. Packers have the ball on the Bear 32-yard line. Up by 11. It's early, but the Bears going down 21-3 is not gonna help them out much. The crazy thing is Luther Burden's open. If that ball's not tipped, he has a ton of space on that left side. It is, and that's gonna be a great game. Love handoff right side for Josh Jacobs, gonna be gain of about 7-ish. Seahawks Packers divisional round is gonna be a great one. The storylines entering that game as well. As there's another Bear banged up after the play. The injuries are piling on for Chicago at the worst possible time. And we head to a commercial break. So with that, I'll quickly be right back. All right. Select commercial break. I mean, mixing berry with cherry. I mean, it could taste good. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Second and 3. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna hand this off right side, and that's a gain of about 2.5. Gonna be inches for Josh Jacobs. Okay. Yeah. 4:25 to play in the first half. It's a 3rd and 1. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle, and Jacobs is stuffed behind the line. A loss of roughly a yard or so. And now the Packers who have a choice here. How aggressive do they get? It's a 4th and a long 1 or so. 3:40 to play in the half. The offense is on the field. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. They're going to play action and look to throw. Love pass right side. Wide open is Christian Watson. Inside the 10, the 5. He goes up. The ball's loose and the Packers have it. Touchdown Green Bay. They extend this lead on 4th and 1. Romeo Doubs picks it up in the end zone. Christian Watson went over. Christian Watson went sky high to cross the plane there. We'll see if he did or he didn't. Either way, the Packers have the ball in the end zone. It's a ruling it a fumble from Christian Watson. So the ruling it a fumble. Since it went into the end zone and the Packers recovered, it will be their ball at like the 1-yard line. Yeah, that's definitely a fumble before the end zone. And then since Romeo Doubs picked it up, it will be Packer ball at the 1-yard line. Because that's how end zone fumble and rules work. So 1st and goal for Green Bay. Love and shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 1-yard line. Love, quick throw. Left side is incomplete. Luckily not picked off. So a 2nd and goal coming up. Yeah, I mean, it's still goal to go from the 1. Yeah, again, end zone fumbling works a bit differently. Just good defense on that one. All right, 2nd and goal. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Shift in the back to his right. Love going to hand this off up the middle for Jacobs. And did that ball come loose? He definitely does not cross the plane. Okay, now they're ruling him short. Okay, yeah, it's going to be 3rd and goal from like the half-yard line. Nice. Yeah, because with most, I mean, I'm not sure how berry ibuprofen tastes, but with most of those like liquid medicines, the taste is one of the worst parts with it. And the Packers gonna let this clock run, and they'll call a timeout with 2:20 to play in the first half, just to make sure they're ready for this 3rd and goal situation. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. A 30-second timeout here for the Packers before the 3rd and goal. Yeah, that's fair. All right, Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle, and he's stuffed at the line for no gain again. Josh Jacobs can't break the plane. It'll be 4th and goal, and we head to the 2-minute warning. I imagine the Packers are going to go for it here. It's 4th and goal from the half-yard line. You might as well. But first, a commercial break, as there's 2 minutes to play in the first half. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, like I was lucky to never really have to like properly deal with the wisdom teeth. Like we got them removed like really early on to all that, so I was lucky to not really have to deal with it. But I couldn't. Yeah, no, I had a friend who had a terrible experience with their wisdom teeth. Like it was an absolute terrible experience. Okay, yeah, that's some really good news. At commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 4th and goal from the half-yard line for the Packers. Offense is on the field. This is a great uniform matchup. Just classics. Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion on the left side. Love looking to throw. Pass left side wide open. Romeo Dobbs. The Packers keep tacking on to this lead, as this game is starting to get ugly. An 8th play, 32-yard drive puts the Packers up 17, potentially 18. Plus, they get the ball to begin the second half. Oh, this game might be ugly. I was expecting so much more out of the Bears in this one. Extra point is up and good. Packers lead by 18. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say the point of ibuprofen, but like the idea is that, it lasts until well after the initial pain's over, so that way it doesn't really matter. Honestly, if I'm the Bears, I'm letting the Packers score again before the half ends. Get that to 28-3 and create the magical comeback. Okay. I think it just maybe depends on the pain. Second postseason game in team history with a touchdown on each of the first 3 drives. The first was a 2016 divisional game against the Cowboys. And that was also on the road. All right, kickoff underway. Going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Bears will start from the 35. All right, first and 10. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Man in motion, left to right. Ball on their own 35. Williams looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle is a strike to Colston Loveland. Past the Packer 45 and stood up at the 43. Yeah. I guess I mean, it depends on the soda, but drinking soda too quickly ends. There was a few years ago I was able to do that pretty quickly without having too much of an issue, but now at this point it's like nah. Williams looking to throw in first and 10. Pressure coming, pass over the middle is incomplete. Luckily not picked off as he was hit while throwing that one. Edwin Cooper nearly had the interception. Gonna be a second and 10 coming up. I think part of it is like I've stopped drinking Sprite a long time ago, and then just don't care for it anymore like I used to. Williams had guys open there. All right, Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, tight end in motion, left to right. Gonna look to throw once again. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Colston Loveland. I believe that's Quay Walker on the pass breakup, and a third and 10 coming up. Williams looking to throw in third and 10. Roll into his right to buy some time. Gonna take it himself and slide down near the 36. Maybe 37. So 4th and 4 with 45 seconds to play in the half. The Bears offense is staying on the field. This is looking eerily similar to the Lions playoff game from last year. And now the Packers will call their final timeout. The Bears are being so aggressive in this game, and I understand why. But man, this is not the way to handle it. All right, 4th and 4. 37 seconds remain in the half. Williams in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the Packer 37-yard line. They need the 33. Williams looking to throw. Pass over the middle is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Colston Loveland. They turn it over on downs again. Oh, man. Yeah, the Bears have just not shown up. And we head to a commercial break with 32 seconds to play in the half. How did the Panthers show up more against the Rams than the Bears have against the Packers right now? Yeah, it's that playoff inexperience, I guess. Also, they've been incredibly reckless and aggressive in this game. Now, obviously, that has not really helped them. I mean, it probably would not have mattered at the end of the day because the Packers had 2 plus 85 plus yard touchdown drives to begin this game. But I mean, I don't know, it's rough. Yeah, true. The Panthers are a comedy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how many starters did they rest last week though? That's kind of the question because Jordan Love missed that game because he was still dealing with the concussion. Who else did they rest in that? I was thinking Josh Jacobs might have missed last week. Yeah, definitely resting starters helped in that one. All right. At commercial break still. Yeah, and that's fair. I know it's just even then, I mean, it's just this is also part of it. The Packers' offensive line has been playing great. Jordan Love has only been under pressure once tonight. Or more so like twice, but barely under pressure a lot. Love and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Love with time, gonna dump it off right side for Chris Brooks. Has space past the 45, past midfield, and out of bounds at the Bear 47. Chris Brooks, a former Dolphin, making plays in the playoffs. So 1st and 10, 25 seconds to play in the half. A lot of teams could try having an offensive line. Love and shotgun looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time, a deep shot right side, going to be overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson. 2nd and 10 coming up. Earlier in the week, the Jets tweeted that they were the only team this season to have the same 5 offensive linemen play every single game. Which normally that would be a flex. And then you look at the Jets' record. Love in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Gonna step up and roll to his right, has space to take it himself, gets past the 40 and out of bounds near the 37. Yeah. Yeah, if like a bad offensive line gets talked about nonstop by the fan base, a good offensive line is a good offensive line does not get talked about really a lot. And that's exactly how the offensive line wanted to be. Because if you're getting talked about and you're an offensive lineman, it means you're not really doing your job. I mean, obviously like the exceptions of like the elite offensive linemen that do get talked about, but for the most part, yeah. Love and shotgun back to his left, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time, pass right side, going to be a throwaway, incomplete. Yeah. it is tough to build an offensive line. You need some luck in it. At the same time, it's just like, come on. Like Miami, for example, they used to have a great offensive line, and then just something happened. I'm not sure what. Love pass right side, going to be a throwaway, incomplete. 2 seconds remain in the half. They're going to send out Brandon McManus in the field goal unit, try and put more points up on the board. Yeah. I mean, because Miami for a while had an offensive line unit that was great. And then Bullygate happened, and it just completely fell apart. Chris Greer became the GM, and it was never the same. 55-yard kick from the right hash for McManus. It is up, and it is... Okay, there's a stoppage. The Bears call a timeout. The Bears are icing the kicker. The Bears are icing the kicker. Yeah. But again, when you have the O line like the Vikings do, you kind of need a quarterback that's a bit more mobile. All right, 55-yard kick from the right hash. McManus made the attempt that got iced. This kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the left this time. It remains an 18-point Packer lead at the half. The Packers do get the ball to begin the second half, so they're still feeling fine. But yeah, McManus just barely missed it to the left. Oh yeah, Zabel was someone I wanted Miami to draft. Same with Tyler Booker, the Cowboys got, and he was good for the Cowboys this season. Oh, like Patrick Paul has been a good drafting for Miami. He's developing well. Aaron Brewer was a home run signing for Miami. He's a first team All Pro this year, and he's looking great with it. No, he's a second team All Pro. Either way, he's an All Pro. He's second team though. Jordan Brooks was a first team All Pro this year. Like Miami has pieces. It's just how do you navigate some of the areas where you don't have pieces? Yep, at the half. Oh yeah, most everyone talks about the flashy players, the receivers, the running backs, the quarterbacks. None of those work if you don't have an offensive line. Look at the Raiders. The Raiders have a should have been a Heisman Trophy winning running back in that backfield, and they still struggled to move the ball much on the ground. Like you need the offensive line to back up that talent. Yeah. Like, offensive line is insanely important. Yeah, and that definitely is part of it. But at the same time, it's knowing when to just go down and take a sack that differentiates most quarterbacks. And just like knowing when to just throw it away instead. It's being you have to be quick on your feet when you're in the pocket. And some guys have it, some guys don't. Some guys' first instinct is to just, I know where my top guy is gonna be. Let me just try and get it to him. Other guys' first instincts are to run and try and pick up yards that way. Other guys just throw it, just throw it away. Yep, at the half. The Rams' social media is going great right now after that win. All right, 9:15 remain in the half. See if that lines up with what ESPN says. Yeah, roughly the same amount. Okay. So we're at halftime. At commercial break. Oh, the Ravens interviewed Kevin Stefanski for the head coach position. Okay. Yeah. Okay, my reasoning for the wrong prediction with Seattle was less of the offensive line and more so just I thought it was gonna take I thought it was gonna take more time for them to get into a better rhythm than they did. But now they hit the ground. I mean, it took them about a week, but I was expecting more like a month. Yeah. No, the Seahawks really built that team well in the offseason to tackle those weaknesses. And then again, like they were just on the same page from the jump, basically. They knew the style of team they wanted to be, and they just didn't, and they just ran with it. Yeah, I preach. If I remember correctly, I did say that I could see the entire NFC West being above 500. I just picked the wrong division for that to be the case, but like I was expecting I was expecting a really competitive division. Yeah, which how much time? Okay, I think it'll be a tomorrow thing. Now that I'm back in this setup, I have all my preseason division predictions in the closet behind me. I think it'll be a tomorrow thing though. During one of the halves, I'll make sure to set that up properly. Because we got about 5 minutes to go in halftime. At halftime. At halftime. Yep, highlights from Rams Panthers earlier. That was a great way to kick off the wild card weekend. This game not really matching that. Just yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Caleb Williams, 6 fourth quarter comebacks this season. They trailed in the final 2 minutes in all of them. Down by 18. If this was the UFL, this would be a 2-score game. But it's not. It was a 3-score game. It could be a little bit tougher. 3:35 to play at halftime. At commercial break. At halftime. At halftime. Gonna be second half gonna begin here soon, about a minute 40 to go. Halftime still. Should be back here soon. All right. Second half going to begin here soon. Just getting back from commercial break. Do the Bears have a miraculous comeback in their hands or in them? Or are the Packers going to be set up to travel to Seattle for the divisional round? Time will tell. We will see. Oh, I forgot the Panther game started. Hey, they lead 3-1 though against Ottawa. Hell yeah. Who scored in this game so far? Rodriguez, Verhage, and Forsling. Second half underway here soon. Again, Packers get the ball to begin the half. Yeah, I would watch. I would watch with it. I would keep up with it the same way I do the Panthers right now. Where it's just like I'll keep up with the scores and stuff, but actually watching, we'll see. I know most of the PWHL games can also are on like YouTube and stuff, right? So I'll probably have those on in the background while working on stuff. But South Florida is already congested with a lot of teams, so I doubt that they'll ever get a PWHL team. Kickoff goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. It bounced inside the landing zone first, so it'll go up to the 20. Yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be the case where, like most things on YouTube nowadays that I watch, it'll just be on in the background while it's going. Bears have never won a postseason game Bears have never won a postseason game after trailing by 8+ points in them. Crazy. All right, 1st and 10. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Gonna step to his left to avoid it. Still looking. Pass left side. Gonna be pretty much a throwaway. Incomplete. Bears looking for a penalty for intentional grounding and none thrown. 2nd and 10 coming up. Like there are a ton of teams in Florida. Like the market might be a bit weird for it down here. But yeah, I mean if they get one, I'll probably tune into the first few games or so. And see how it goes from there. Love handoff up the middle for Josh Jacobs. Gonna lose about 2. So a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Packers. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Because like it took a long while for even the Florida Panthers to get some type of respect from South Florida fans. So like it's a case where if they're gonna put a PWHL team here, they need to be like an instant success on the ice. Love and shotgun looking to throw in 3rd and 12. Has some time. Pass seemingly right side. Twitch is acting up right now because of course it is. There you go. No, pass over the middle going to be incomplete. Looking for Josh Jacobs, and the Packers go 3 and out to begin the 2nd half. All right. Nice. Yeah, it makes sense that Seattle would eventually get a team there. See, Seattle sports fans are fantastic. I'm still waiting for them to get an NBA team back. They deserve one. All right, punt comes off clean. And it's going to be returned beginning from the 32. Base past the 35 and out of bounds near the 37. Panthers are about to get 2 very valuable points
after the win against Ottawa. Or they play Buffalo on Monday? What time does that game start? Williams under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle for Kalamanangai. And that space to the 40, a gain of about 3. 7. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be that great of a market. Yeah, unless to like find instant success on the ice, it won't be great. The Marlins struggle to get people in the seats if they aren't competitive. So do the Heat, relatively. Williams passed over the middle, gonna get it past the 45. The ball comes loose. The Bears have it. Back to the 42. Yeah. Especially early on leagues, you really need to capitalize on certain markets. Which is why I was kind of shocked the UFL is going to be in Orlando this year, but we'll see how that works. Like South Florida sports, you definitely need to be, unless you are like a long-standing team, like the Dolphins and the Heat, you really need to have success for people to have interest and start becoming fans. It's unfortunate that's the case, but there's just there's so much else you can do in South Florida besides go to games. Like if the team's not good, you're not gonna go. Yeah. Williams looking to throw, pass left side to wide open, Colston Loveland on 3rd and 8. Gets well into Packer territory. I think around near the 27. No, around the 31. Yeah. I don't think they'll get a team anytime soon. Again, they should probably target markets that the NHL are too scared to go after. Or like go back to again. Just to like be able to get that fan base back into it. Yeah. Williams under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna play action and look to throw. Rolling left, a dump off left side to a wide open Colston Loveland. Inside the 15 and down to about, they can say the 14. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but most of like the main two I'm thinking of is Quebec and Connecticut. And those two places have arenas for teams. And they would so rally behind another professional hockey team. Oh yeah, with ice. It's the Northeast. They love, yeah, they have plenty of arenas. Williams under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna hand this off right side for Kalamanangai, and that's a gain of about 2. Man, those are 2 cities that have been clamoring for NHL teams to be back for years. And I mean, and the NHL just doesn't really want to touch them again, so like, why not take advantage of it? I'm sure that's crossed their mind at some point. Because like, how can it not? We're trying to make professional teams. I'm sure there's probably something like down the line they will. Williams gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's gonna be a loss of about 4 for DJ Moore. Way Walker in the backfield, and a 3rd and long coming up for the Bears. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 13. Williams alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass right side, gonna be incomplete. Looking for Colston Loveland. The Bears drive stalls out inside the red zone. Oh, and Caleb Williams is shaken up afterwards. Yeah, he's hobbling to the sideline. Out comes the field goal unit to put the Bears back on the board for the first time since the opening drive. Oh, that's non-contact. Oh, that's non-contact. Okay, wait, no, that angle definitely shows contact. Okay. This is light contact, though. It seems like he maybe just twisted his ankle, hopefully. 34-yard kick is up and good. All right, Bears are back on the board since the opening drive. Okay, yeah, he gets tripped up a bit. The anchor rolls. It's not as bad as initially thought. Thankfully. All right, so we're at commercial break. Yeah. We'll see. How often do they do those takeover tours? Pretty often? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they probably either... I'm sure they will eventually then. Those are markets that... Especially with the Hurricanes and the Avalanche having worn those throwbacks this season against each other for those respective teams, like those fans were not the happiest about that. So I'm sure they would definitely take a team. All right. Still at commercial break. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see where they target next. It should be coming out of a commercial break here soon. Kickoff going to be returned up past the 25, the 30, and down to about the 44. And there's pushing and shoving going on after the play. Yeah, things are going to get ugly in this. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be this big of a blowout, but the Packers have been just playing with ease. For this being a rubber match between these two teams, it is nothing like the first two meetings. But that's the playoffs. The playoffs are a different beast, and if you're not prepared, you're going to be left in the dust. Love and shotgun going to hand this off up the middle, and that's Josh Jacobs for about a yard. Like, the Bears do still have an opportunity to come back in this. They're down by 15 now. That's a 2-score game. As long as the defense can hold up a bit here, they can be fine. Caleb Williams only had a 58% completion percentage this season. Damn. Okay. Love in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 9 from their own, what was that, 37, 38-yard line. Quick pass left side, caught by Christian Watson. Gonna get up to the 45. Third and 2 coming up. Nine minutes to play in the third. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on their own 44.5-yard line. Shift in the back to his right. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Love looks to throw. Love with plenty of time, gonna step up. Pass left, gonna be overthrown and incomplete. It's a throwaway in the vicinity of Matthew Golden. The Packers will go 3 and out. And they will punt this one away. All right, now for the Bears offense. If they can find the end zone, we have ourselves a game. Oh, it is. That's going to be very interesting to see how Quebec shows up for that. All right, punt comes off clean. And it's not a great punt. Going to be bouncing inside the 20 and down at the 18. All right, at commercial break after the Packers went 3 and out. Yeah, I would imagine at least you can see it's tomorrow. Damn. I would imagine you can see a good chunk of like Montreal fans making the trip out there just to help with the numbers. But like actual Quebec people, I still think you get a good portion. Yeah, still that commercial break. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see how well they show up. Because like in a way, it's also a test to see. I doubt the NHL has any plans to expand anytime soon, but like, it's also like it's a good starting off point as well for the NHL. It's like if they show up for this and they get the PWHL team and they show up for them consistently, and they have success there, it would be something. Just getting back from commercial break. Oh yeah, the Chicago deep dish. Again, I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. I'm not a big fan of deep dish. Though it is also something where I'm like, let me try it in Chicago first. Williams play action, looking to throw. 1st and 10, pass over the middle is wide open, past the 40 to the 43. It's Luther Burden on the reception. Hold up, the Bears are a second half team. Could we see the makings of a comeback here? Williams under center, back and fullback behind him, 1st and 10 from their own 43. Williams going to hand this off up the middle, and that's DeAndre Swift for about 2. Yeah, marketing is always the biggest issue for things, especially ways, but it was always the big issue for admittedly smaller leagues. And that was a big issue with the UFL last year. It's just they did not know how to market that league properly, and it hurt them massively. Williams under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion left to right as they hand this off with DeAndre Swift, left side. Trying to get the edge, going to get to about the, 49-yard line. Could be a 3rd and short coming up. Interesting. Halifax could be an interesting location as well. Williams under center, back behind him. It's a 4th and inches, basically, from the Packer 48. Williams going to hand this off up the middle, and that's Kalmanon guy for the 1st. Up to the Packer 45. And there is a penalty down now as well. And there's a Packers still to get up as well. A lot happening on that play. Yeah. Oh, it's an unnecessary roughness against Keyshawn Nixon. Can attack on 15 to the end of that play. Putting the Bears well in enemy territory. Okay, having fan events is going to help with that, definitely. Washington, D.C.? They could. And D.C. could probably have another team there. D.C.'s an interesting one. D.C.'s interesting, though. As just a professional sports location, because outside of the Nationals and I think pretty much all but the Commanders actually do play in DC. Maybe the Nationals don't. I know, because again, the DC itself is not a massive city. Yeah, Montreal is a part of a lot of these takeover events. It'll be Bear Ball on the Packer 30. All right. Inverse 2 scheduled. All right. Add commercial break. Yes. Edrin Cooper was the Packer who was injured on that play. That could be a tough blow for that linebacker unit. We'll see. Okay. I'm gonna Winnipeg. Man, I saw something, I think it was yesterday, where the Winnipeg Jets, in their past 17 games, have a worse record than the New York Jets. And that's both sad and funny. As we're just coming back from commercial break. If it's Edrin Cooper heading to the medical tent. 6:26 to play in the 3rd quarter. Bears have 1st and 10 on the Packer 30. Williams in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion on the right side, gonna play action and look to throw. Williams with some time, gonna try and step up. Now rolling left, a dump off left side, caught by DeAndre Swift. Inside the 20, and eventually forced out of bounds near the 15. All right. I think Chicago can definitely handle another professional team if it's, again, marketed well. That's the tough thing with a lot of these different locations, is just the marketing needs to be there. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion, left to right, as Williams going to hand this off. No, going to keep it himself right side. And he's going to fight his way for a yard. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 9. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the Packer, 14. Williams looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught inside the 10 to the 9 for Colston Loveland. A 3rd and 4 coming up. What was it? Wasn't the last time the Bears were in the playoffs their game on Nickelodeon against the Saints in like 2020? And in that you had, who was it? I think it was Jimmy Graham catching a touchdown late in that game when it was already pretty much over. Is it going to be another case? Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 3rd and 4. Ball on the Packer 9-yard line. Williams going to hand this off right side, and that's going to be just short for DeAndre Swift. Gets 3, maybe 3.5. And the Bears, who have been aggressive the entire night, is going to continue so. Yeah, Calgary is in Alberta as well, alongside Edmonton. Which, that could... honestly, Calgary might be able to do something with some teams there. Williams under center, back and fullback behind him. 4th and 1. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Williams pass left side is off the mark and intercepted. Returned down to the 9-yard line. Williams' 2nd interception of the night. The Bears have still yet to find the end zone. And Bears fans are not happy with this. And rightfully so. This has been... DJ Moore slips in the end zone. Pressure instantly in Williams' face. Forced a bad pass. Yeah, this is not looking good for Chicago. That was their drive. Just to truly spark that comeback. And instead it gave momentum right back to the Packers. Who exactly picked that off? Tyron Hopper with the interception. Yeah. Again, having quality games as well is going to help with things. Add commercial break. I don't know exactly what, not county, what Providence is in, but it's also in Canada. In Dallas earlier this year. Okay. Still that commercial break after the interception. That's the first interception for Tyron Hopper. Yeah, okay, could not have come at a better time. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 3:11 to play in the third. Love under center, back behind him, two receiving options to each side, man in motion right to left. Making adjustments at the line. Ball on their own 9-yard line. Love play action, a dump off left side to a lineman who gets past the 15 and now fumbles. The ball is kicked forward and no one can pick it up. It goes out of bounds. What was that play? Did they really just run a tight end screen to an offensive lineman, doing one of their extra linemen? That's a hell of a truck. The ball comes loose. He kicks it forward, and no one could come up with it until it goes out of bounds. Oh, this game's beautiful. The Bears came close. He kicks it like 20 yards down the field. That would have been the instant momentum shift back in favor of Chicago. So it's 2nd and 4 from the Packer own 15. Gonna toss this right side for Josh Jacobs, and that gets to about the 20, maybe 21. Enough for a first. Yeah, you definitely can tune into the highlights there. That was something. Oh, DJ Moore would have been open on that 4th down play they're just showing, but he slipped in the end zone. Just unfortunate. Love and shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side, ball on their own 21. Looking to throw. Love pass, deep shot right side, going to be incomplete. His receiver's slipping now as well. 2nd and 10 coming up. Edwin Cooper is questionable with an ankle injury. Second and 10 coming up. Yeah. Love and shotgun, a back to each side. 2nd and 10 from their own 21. Back in motion right to left as Love will look to throw. Pressure comes quick. Love stepping up. A pass left side going to be short-armed and incomplete. More so lands over the middle of the field there, but no one's really in the area. That might be intentional grounding. Yeah, they're going to say intentional grounding against the Packers. No one was in the area. Intentional grounding against the Packers. Going to be a 3rd and long coming up. It was still in the tackle box. It's just the pressure that ball lands well short of anything. Yeah, I mean, in relation to NHL tickets, are probably not as bad. All right, 3rd and 20 for Green Bay. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass over the middle is caught. And that's Chris Brooks down to about the 22. It's a gain of 11. Not enough for the first. They're going to punt this one away. So the Bears are still very much in this, but they're going to need an offensive drive here soon. What has... So since halftime, the Packers have pretty much gone 3 straight 3-and-outs. Yeah, that's not great. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 28. Face up past the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds at the 34. Devin Duvernay. Incredible punt return to put the Bears in excellent starting field position. With 35 seconds to play in the third. Just like that, the Bears are back in business. That great punt return gonna set them up nicely. Now can they capitalize off of it? That's kind of the thing. Hey, Devin Hester. All right, 1st and 10. Williams under center, back behind him. That was a good way to get the crowd back into things. Now can he capitalize? Williams in shotgun, back behind him, a tight end in the backfield to his left. Ball on the Packer 35. Williams play action, looking to throw. Has some time. Rolling to his right to buy some more. Pass right side, gonna be caught along the sideline by Durham Smythe for a gain of 6. Hey, Durham Smythe, so still getting some action, it seems. We have 2 Dolphins going against each other in this. Adding 4 more teams next year would be interesting for them. Williams looking to throw in 2nd and 4. Pass left side is overthrown and incomplete. That's the final play of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. 3rd and 4 coming up. If the Packers can hold on, they will be heading to Seattle next week for the divisional round. If the Bears somehow come back in this, they'll wait for tomorrow's outcomes to figure out who they will be hosting next week. Time will tell. Yeah, probably would be the 3 of them. Yeah. I'm very curious to see how they show up for that. With how much talk they do for the NHL. I'm curious to see if they can back up their talk. At commercial break. Yeah, definitely. But again, some people are weird with it. I don't know. I hope they're able to back up their talk. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah, and the Olympics are going to be really fun to watch as well. I just hope that the Olympic rink is set up well. They're still working on the locker rooms for it apparently. Like they had 7 years to build that rink, and they're just not. They're coming down to the very end, it seems. We'll see. And there's Micah Parsons. Third and 4, gonna hand this off left side for Kyle Monangai, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 5. Yeah. It is a special thing to be able to like see the entirety of a team's growth and a league's growth. That's part of the reason why I've hopped on with the UFL and I've been really rooting for that league, because it's just fun to have something else. And fun to be able to get that experience. Williams under center, gonna play action and look to throw. Pass left side, gonna be incomplete. Looking for Durham Smythe. Some great coverage there to force that loose. Gonna be a 2nd and 10 coming up. I mean, Durham Smythe's open. Pretty much need to be a perfect throw. Yeah, a little bit behind. A little bit underthrown. Isaiah McDuffie with the pass breakup. Yeah, the Durham Smythe's there. Xavier McKinney was also lined up to lay a hit if need be. Williams in shotgun, looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Has time, pass right side for the end zone is high and incomplete. Just missing an open Roma Dunze. It's there. Another throw where if Williams just if Williams just places it slightly better, you have a touchdown. Like if that ball is placed more so like back pylon maybe. Like it's there. Just misses him. So 3rd and 10, Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Williams with some time, pressure coming, the ball's loose, and the Bears have it. Picked up at the Packer 36. But is a strip sack nonetheless. Is Lucas Van Ness on the sack. Yeah. Again, forces in loose. Luckily, the Bears pick it up, but going to be a 4th and 19 now. There's no way you're going for that. So out comes the field goal unit to make this a 12-point game. 51-yard kick. The ball is centered nicely. It is up, and it is good. The Bears have still yet to find the end zone. 13:29 to play in this one. Yeah, this is a bit rough for Chicago. So at commercial break. Well, Las Vegas has been trying to get their hands on every single sports league over the past, like, really since the Golden Knights. So really, the past close to 7 years, 8 years at this point. And I mean, they have baseball, they have football now, they have hockey. They're missing basketball. Why not get another hockey team in there? Yeah, probably. I was like, some of those cities could definitely rally behind another team. Yeah. And again, Pittsburgh as a whole really are really passionate for hockey. And just getting back from commercial break, big time drive here for the Packers. If they can just get out of this rut that they're in the second half and get back on the board, this game could go a lot. That'll go a long way to sealing this one up. Chicago set to send this one away. And a kick is going to bounce before the landing zone. They'll start from the 40. That will surely help them. It is windy out there. Jeez. Oh, they got Brian Urlacher to hype up the crowd as well before the game. Only for them to show up like this. All right, 1st and 10. Yeah, opening 3 drives, all touchdowns. Had a missed field goal before the half. Then 3 straight punts to begin the second half. Can they get out of this little rough spot that they're in? Love under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 40. Handoff right side for Josh Jacobs, and that's going to be stuffed at the line for no gain. There is a penalty down as well. What is the penalty? It's illegal formation against the Packers. Going to be a 1st and 15 Oh, they decline it. 2nd and 10 coming up. Okay. Well, yeah, they're definitely playing it safe by trusted in their defense. But 3 straight minimal drives for this half. At some point you can't keep them in. You can't keep the Bears in this game this long. Love and shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Love looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle. It's dropped. Well, not really dropped. There's good coverage as well. Looking for Christian Watson. 3rd and 10 coming up. Yeah. But it's they don't need a touchdown drive. They just need a field goal. Getting even a field goal will go a long way to put in more to really putting this one away. Because at this stage, the Bears do not need a 2-point conversion. At least if they kick a field goal, the Bears would need to go for 2 at one point. Love and shotgun, looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Pressure coming, dump off right side, gonna be incomplete. It bounces off a lineman's back. So the Packers go 3 and out once again. Three of the 4 drives have been 3 and out for the Packers this half. The other one is still 4 straight punts. This is against with how your defense is playing and it being against the Bears. It's fine, but man, you would really like them just to be able to move the ball somewhat as well as they did before the half. Refs are discussing something here as well. And they're going to say intentional grounding. There'll be a 4th and 20. They're going to punt from their own 30. That's also, I believe, back-to-back drives with an intentional grounding against the Packers. Who was he? Was he looking for the tight end? Yeah, the tight end was breaking open there. He also had the running back about to start his route. Just didn't have time to get just didn't have time. All right, so 4th and 20. Punt comes off clean. And it's a good punt. Going to be returned beginning from the 13. Face out past the 15. Has space to the 20, 25. Past the 30 and out of bounds near the 35. Great return for Devin Duvernay. Once again, it puts the Bears in a position here where they don't need to do a whole lot. Like they've been moving the ball well in this half. They just need to finish a drive. $12:38 to play in the game. Largest fourth quarter comeback for the Bears was a 5-point deficit in 1933. That's in the postseason. God. Williams looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has plenty of time. Now going to roll to his right where he looks to take it himself. Gets past the 40 and dives forward to about the 45. Going to be a gain of 11. Largest postseason comeback in Bears history was a 5-point comeback against the Giants in the 1933 NFL Championship game. That is a crazy stat. Williams looks to throw in 1st and 10. Pass left side wide open for the 1st and more. Past the 35 to the 34 is Colston Loveland. And they're into Packer territory. They've been moving just fine in this second half. The Packers are just doing good bend, don't break. But man, the Bears are right there to breaking this one open. Williams in shotgun, back behind him, a tight end in the backfield to his left. Play action looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Rome Odunze. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10. Williams under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. 11.5 to play in the game. Tight end in motion, right to left. Play action, looking to throw. Williams with some time, pass left side, going to be caught inside the 15 to the 14. It's Colston Loveland once again. The Bears have 1st and 10 in the red zone. After that, it's about 11:20 to play in the game. We're still relatively early on into the 4th quarter. With the clock having rolled after that, there's 11 minutes to play in the game. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side for the end zone is incomplete. Looking for Loveland once again. 2nd and 10 coming up. 10:50 to play in the game. And the Bears are able to move against this defense. Can they just finish in the end zone? Second and 10. Ball on the Packer 12-yard line. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw once again. Quick pass left side for DeAndre Swift. trying to find space, working his way back on the left side. Inside the 10 and down to the 5. Good job flipping the field. Nothing was open on that right. Go back left. 3rd and short coming up. 10.5 to go in the game. Again, the Bears are going to be aggressive at this stage. So it's a 3rd and 3. You want to get at least 2, if not the end zone. Williams under center. Gonna hand this off up the middle. DeAndre Swift, he's in. The Bears finally find the end zone. With 10:08 to play, they cut this to a 6-point game pending the extra point. Just like that, the Bears are back in this. With a defense that's playing great this half, the offense that was able to move it throughout the entire half, and finally capitalized and finding the end zone. Soldier Field is back to just being loud and bumping. Can the defense make one more stop and give Caleb Williams a chance to take the lead? The extra point is up, and it is good. It is a 5-point Packer lead with 10:08 to play. And they're showing a Bears fan with a cheese grater right now. How did he get cheese into the stadium? Wait, what? How did he get cheese into the stadium? All right, at commercial break. At commercial break. Now the Packers definitely need a drive. Again, not necessarily a touchdown drive. They just need to find a rhythm and get points on the board. Because the Bears have all the momentum at this point. You can't let them keep riding this wave that they're on too much longer. Eventually you're going to give up the lead. So you need to get this to at least an 8-point game and go from there. Oh, at the same time this game's going on, we have MLB Chicago news. Okay. Alex Bregman's now a Chicago Cub. All right, it's just coming back from commercial break. A big time drive is needed here by the Packers. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 12. Face out past the 30, 35, past the 40, past the 45. The ball's loose. Who has it? There's the pile up. Who has it? I think the Packers are at the bottom of that. The refs are going to go looking. Oh, this could be game changing. It is still Packers ball. Oh, they catch a break. They catch a break. Josh Jacobs fumbles on the kick return. And luckily they fall on it. They catch an absolute break. So 1st and 10. Ball on the Packer own 46. Love in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Hand off up the middle for Jacobs and gonna get about 2. There is a penalty down, and this might be moving them back a bit. Nice. Yep, it's holding against the Packers. So a 1st and 20 coming up. Not a great start to this borderline must-have drive. Not a great start. So 1st and 20 now. 9:45 to play. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Love looks to throw. Pass right side, caught by Romeo Doubs. Gonna get those 10 yards right back, seemingly. Might have gotten 9. Either way, it's a 2nd and roughly 10. So it makes it a more manageable 2nd down. That's all you really wanted out of that. It can be a 2nd and 11. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Love making some adjustments at the line. Now going to look to throw. Bears send pressure. Love pass over the middle. Caught by Romeo Doubs. Inside the 35 to the 33. There's your field goal range. 1st and 10 from the Bear 33. Now it's killing clock while trying to get closer and closer. If you can find the end zone, that's even better. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left. 1st and 10, gonna hand this off left side for Josh Jacobs, who's gonna get maybe a yard. Second and 9 coming up. $7:40 to play in the game. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Man in motion, left to right. Love gonna look to throw. Has time. Pass deep right side. Gonna be incomplete. Nearly an incredible one-handed interception. Instead, it falls harmlessly to the ground. Jaden Reed, the intended target. And now there is a Bear slow to get up afterwards as well. It is Nashawn Wright who is slow to get up. The corner who made the play on the ball there. So 3rd and 9, 7:24 to play in the 7:24 to play in the game. And he would have been out of bounds either way, but nearly an incredible one-handed grab. All right. Yeah. Love in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd and 9 from the Bear 32. Love looking to throw, quick pass left side, can be caught, and that's enough for the first for Romeo Doubs. Oh, they might mark him just shy. Hey, Dallas showed up. I expected that. That's nice. Yeah, going to be 4th and inches for the Packers here. No, now they're saying 1st and 10. Love quick pass right side. Going to be caught inside the 20. Space inside the 15, the 10, the 5. Matthew Golden, his first career touchdown comes in the postseason, and it could not have arrived at a better time. The Packers re-extend this lead to 11, potentially 12. Matthew Golden just silenced this Chicago crowd. A 23-yard play. It's a 28-yard catch and run. Matthew Golden breaking tackles all the way to the end zone. That is the play, and that's the drive the Packers needed. Extra point is up, and he missed it to the left. It remains an 11-point Bear deficit. Which, wasn't that the amount of points the Bears were down by in the last time these two teams played in Chicago, entering the 4th? Oh yeah, they definitely can. And if anything, if they can find some type of collaboration with the WNBA as well, because I think the PWH has it's been doing a overall kind of better job at marketing and pushing for that stuff than the WNBA has. Oh yeah, the 27 thing. If that comes true. And at commercial break. At commercial break. All right. Again, if the Bears are not going to fully come back in this, they're gonna end up needing an onside kick. Yep. At commercial break. All right. Just coming back from commercial break, and now here comes a make or break drive for the Bears. Not a lot of time remaining. Only about 6. That's only about 6:30 remaining. Yeah, 6:36 remaining. If they're gonna fully come back, this is the time to have a drive. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Face out past the 15, past the 20, and brought down near the 24. Not much else going there. All right, what does Chicago have in store for them? Williams in shotgun. Back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on their own 24. Williams looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Rolling to his left. Pass left side. Going to be caught by Rome Odunze to the 41. And that's the first reception for Odunze tonight. If I'm the Bears, I'm going hurry up. That was a low throw. Williams under center, and to get the snap off before a challenge comes. Quick pass left side, caught by Colston Loveland. He's out of bounds at the Bears' own 47. 6:06 to play in the game. Going to be a second and roughly 3. Okay. Williams in shotgun, looking to throw in 2nd and 3. Has some time. Dump off left side is well underthrown and incomplete, looking for Kalamanon guy. 3rd and 3 now coming up. 5:41 to play. Third and 3. Williams in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion left to right. Williams looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is incomplete. So 4th and 3 coming up. And the offense will stay on the field for Chicago once again. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. They need the Packer 49. The snap is high, but there's a penalty to blow the play dead. It's a false start on Chicago. They got lucky there, as that was a terrible snap. A false start just saved them from putting the Packers in incredible field position. It was a 4th and 8 now. Either way, if they can't convert this, the Packers are going to be in good field position. Williams alone in shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time. Rolling left. Passing left. It's going to be caught. Rome Odunze to the Packer 29. Caleb Williams, what a throw. Cross body on the money. Under 5.5 to play in this one. And the Bears, man, they are finding life in these weird moments. Caleb Williams was vertical in the air when he threw that ball. And it was placed perfectly. Williams looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass left side, going to be off the mark and incomplete for Odunze. How do you throw a perfect pass while you're how do you throw a perfect pass while you're vertically in air? The horizontally is a better way of putting it. Like while you're side jumping in air than when you're in a clean pocket. Like what? .503 to play in the game. Williams in shotgun. Back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 30. Williams looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right, trying to buy some time. Now just going to throw this one away incomplete. Loveland in the vicinity. The 3rd and 10 coming up. .455 to play in the game. Third and 10. Williams looking to throw. Has some time. Dump off over the middle is caught. Has space. Inside the 20, the 15. Down inside the 10 to the 8 for Kyle Manon guy. It's a 1st and goal for the Bears with 4:40 to play and counting. The Bears are making this a game. They are legitimately making this one a game. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is short and incomplete. Looking for Manon guy once again, it's Quay Walker in coverage. 2nd and goal now. Now, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they're going to make this back to a 1-score game. And they're going to have time for their defense to be able to make a stop, so they won't need the onside kick just yet. Second and goal. Williams in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 8-yard line. Williams to throw. Pass over the middle, wide open. Touchdown, Chicago. It's back to a 1-score game just like that. It is Olam. I'm going to mispronounce this, I always do. It is Olamide Zacchaeus on the reception to make this a 5-point game, and the Bears will go for 2 to try and make this a 3-point game. There's 4:18 to play. Still plenty of time with the teams having all their timeouts. Williams under center, back and fullback behind him to make this a 3-point game. All right, now they're going into shotgun. Back to his right, 3 receiving options to the right. Williams to throw. Pass left side, it's caught. The 2-point try is good. It's Colston Loveland on the grab. It's a 3-point game in Chicago with 4:18 to play. Now it's the Bears defense. As there's the Bears fan with the cheese grater once again. All right. 4:18 to play. Back to a 3-point game. And Soldier Field is loud. It's down to the defense. Ooh, yeah. All right, kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 2. Base out past the 20, 25, and brought down near the 31. Time for the Packers offense once more, as there's a scuffle going on after this. Yeah, the emotions are running high in this one. First and 10 for the Packers. All right. Does Jordan Love have another drive in him? In shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Now shift in the back to his left. Love, quick throw, right side, caught by Jaden Reed. That's a gain of about 2. Four minutes to play and counting. Second and 8. 3:40 to play in the game. Again, the Packers going to let this clock run as much as they can. Love in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Love looks to throw. Pass right side, Romeo Doubs, one-handed to the Bear 34. What a catch for Romeo Doubs to put the Packers in the field goal range and just to get the team down the field. Beautiful one-handed grab. All right, but again, a field goal still keeps this a one-score game. They need the end zone to really put pressure on Chicago. Love going to hand this off for Josh Jacobs up the middle, and that's a loss of a yard. Now, I'm curious at when the Bears... Okay, they're going to start calling timeouts now. There's their first with 3:14 to play. Because if you can hold them to a field goal with how windy it is seemingly tonight, there's a chance they miss. But this is setting up to where this could be the final drive now that they're calling timeouts. Second and 10. Love in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. More so like a second and 10.5. They also added 2 seconds back to the clock, 3:16 to play. Love pass right side. It's caught by Matthew Golden for the first. Down to about the 21. And with they have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. A good route from Matthew Golden. He got his feet in just fine. Big time grab from the rookie. 3:11 to play in the game now. Love in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the Bear 21. Love handoff up the middle for Josh Jacobs. Going to be stuffed at the line for no gain. And the Bears will call their second timeout with 3:07 to play. Second and 10. Love in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down. Love looking to throw. Pass left side for the end zone. It is incomplete. And no penalties. Looking for Luke Musgrave. 3rd and 10 coming up. 3:02 to play. They just gave the Bears a bit more life by not just running the ball and killing the clock. Oh yeah, Matthew Golden's been solid for them all year. He dealt with some injuries during the season. He has always been a solid player for them. Because now if you don't get the first, the Bears are able to stop the clock here. And get the ball back down by 6 with plenty of time. That was a bad decision to throw it there. All right, the Packers call their first timeout. Big time 3rd and 10 coming up. And Matt LaFleur does so many of those type of play calling decisions. To be fair, so did McDaniel. But those are the type of play calls where I'm just like, why? These are the moments under 5 minutes is when I want to see teams start to begin their conservative play calling. Not beginning of the 4th quarter, late into the 3rd. second half in general. Like, no. When you get deep into the fourth, that's when you start thinking with the clock in mind. Love in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 10 from the Bear 21. Play clock winding down. Love still making adjustments. They're not going to get that snap off in time. Oh, they're saying that they did, and now they're saying they didn't. Going to be a delay of game against the Packers. So a 3rd and 15 coming up now. Third and 15. Love in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball now on the Bear 26. Love looking to throw. Deep shot right side for the end zone. It's incomplete. They keep a Bears timeout. I had the same issue with the Packers on Thanksgiving. They don't have clock awareness. So out comes McManus for the field goal try. To make this a 6-point game with still plenty of time remaining for the Bears. A 44-yard kick from the left hash. It is up. And he missed it. He missed it wide right. The Bears are within 3 with excellent starting field position, with good starting field position. Oh, the Packers just lost this game because of that. That entire sequence. You take 2 end zone shots when the Bears still had a timeout? Like, you run the ball there. Force them to call that timeout. Get this to the 2-minute warning. Williams in shotgun back to his right. Play action looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Williams rolling right. Buying time. Still looking. Pass right side going to be off the fingertips of Loveland and incomplete. 2:43 to play. That's just like... Second and 10. Williams in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion right to left. Williams looking to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by Loveland. That's a first, down to their own 46. And that might get us to the 2-minute warning. What's that play calling? You take 2 end zone shots from the 21? One from the 21, one from the 26? Like, just get yards. A first down is all you needed there. There's no need to go for the end zone at that point. If you get a first down, the game's over. Because the Bears would have no timeouts remaining. And now the Packers are calling their second timeout before the 2-minute warning. That's... That's the case where I cannot wait for after this game so I can go back to Tom's reaction and see what he thought in that moment. Because I know he's probably... I know he's probably also pissed about that play calling. Yeah. Yeah, I had these same issues with things for the Thanksgiving Day game, but they won in that instance and it worked. This time they're not. Williams handoff right side for DeAndre Swift, gets past midfield to the Packer 47. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. Bears down by 3. They just crossed midfield in the Packer territory. They have a chance to take the lead, or to send this game to overtime at the very least. We'll see how this one plays out. Like, that's just... that sequence there, man. That's just like, again, I'm someone where for like the entirety of the third quarter and about halfway through the fourth quarter, I'm fine taking those kind of shots because there's still time left. When you get to that moment, under 4 minutes, under 5 minutes to go in the game, that's when you start doing conservative play calling, and you live with what comes from it. Even if you get a total of 4 yards on 2 plays, you still get it to the 2-minute warning. And you still are, you're in a better spot for the field goal to make this a 6-point game and force the Bears to find the end zone. Like, it's those sequences where I'm just like, what is the mindset? I just don't get it. Still that commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Still that commercial break. All right, just coming back from commercial break. It's 2nd and 4 for the Bears on the Packers side of the field. Ball on the Packer 48. Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Tight end in motion left to right. Williams looks to throw. Has some time. Rolling to his right. Pass right side is dropped by DJ Moore. That's a good throw from Caleb Williams. It's there. It's one that Moore needs to catch. Instead, it's 3rd and 4. Oh, and there's a Bear lineman injured on that play. I believe that's their left tackle. Yeah, that's a good throw from Caleb Williams. All right, 3rd and 4. Now with a backup left tackle in. Williams alone in shotgun, looking to throw. Quick pass right side, wide open DeAndre Swift. Inside the 35, the 30, the 25, and out of bounds at the 24. There's your field goal range. There's your field goal range. Now for the end zone. Now that you've confidently gotten into field goal range, you can start working for the end zone. I mean, they still could sell this game. Caleb Williams is 9 for 20 completion in this quarter. What? Williams in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Going to look to throw once again. Williams, pass, left side, wide open. DJ Moore, touchdown Chicago. They lead for the first time since the opening quarter. And the Packers have blown a 21-3 lead. The Packers have blown a 28-3 lead. A 21-3 lead. This game is cinema. I texted my friend at the half. Imagine the Bears pull a 28-3, and they did just that. Extra point is up, and the Bears lead by 4. What a game. The Bears lead with a minute. There's still plenty of time. There's a minute 43 to go. But with how the Packers offense has been playing, I'm not sure if they can find the end zone. Like with how the Packers offense has been playing in this half, it's going to be tough for them. Caleb Williams, though, what a showing in this fourth quarter. Some incredible throws. Some great, his pocket movement, man. His pocket movement is incredible. If only LaFleur pulled that last sequence any amount better. Largest comeback win in postseason history is 7. But those were decades ago. So far, they've come back from down 18. Kickoff returned up past the 20, past the 25, and brought down near the 28. The Packers have a minute 36 with one timeout to find the end zone and retake the lead. Otherwise, they'll be going back to. Otherwise, the Bears would. I know I picked the Bears to win. Why do we still not find this believable? I guess because of how they won. Because of how they've taken the lead in this. Like, the Packers, under no circumstances, should have blown that lead. But they did. Love in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Love looking to throw. Has some time. Dump off right side. Caught by Josh Jacobs. Trying to find space. Gonna get about 2 or 3. Not much else. Love in shotgun back to his right. Looking to throw in 2nd and 7. Has time. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Jaden Reed. 3rd and 7 coming up. I swear. Yes, and Soldier Field is shaking right now. It is loud for this 3rd and 7. They're never gonna let them. If the Bears hang on, they're never gonna let the Packers live this down. Love and shotgun back to his right, looking to throw in 3rd and 7. Quick pass over the middle is dropped. Roma Dunze drops it. It's 4th and 7. This is the game. If the Bears hang on, Packers fans are never gonna hear the end of this. Packers fans will never hear the end of this. One more stand, and the Bears are in the divisional round. Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Looking to throw. Love with time. Pass left side. It's caught by Matthew Golden. To the 44. They keep their season alive. 1 minute to play and he gets out of bounds. Matthew Golden on a comeback route keeps the Packers season alive. They need the end zone. Love in shotgun. Looking to throw once again. Pass left side, caught by, I think that's, no, it's not John Fitzpatrick. It's caught past midfield to the Bear 49. I'm not sure who that is. I assume it's Josh Weil, the Packers' fourth string tight end, who's now into the backup role because of injuries to Tucker Kraft and John Fitzpatrick. 2nd and 3, 55 seconds. Ball on the Bear 49. 49 yards away. Love in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. They still have 1 timeout as well. Play clock winding down. Love looking to throw. Has some time. Deep shot, left side. It's dropped by Jaden Reed. Through his hands. 3rd and 3 coming up. Well, this game. This game. That's one that Jaden Reed needs to catch. He needs to catch that ball in this moment. Why is there someone wearing a Bills jersey at this game? What? I saw that. With 50 seconds and 1 timeout, you do not run the football in this moment. Love looking to throw. Pass right side. Going to be caught by Romeo Doubs. He takes a big hit there. Gets past the 45 to the 44. And there is a stoppage with 44 seconds to play. The Packers call their final timeout. There's not enough time left for running the ball to be a legitimate strategy. All right, 1st and 10. 44 seconds. You need 43 yards. Love looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle. It's caught. Inside the 25 to the 23. Jaden Reed on the reception. You have to go hurry up. There's 33 seconds and counting. You can't take too much time here. Oh, there's a Packers to look it up. That's why they're kind of... Oh, that's a tough blow at this moment. Who is it? John Ryan, the Packers center, is slow to get up after the play. And that's going to be an injury timeout. But the Packers have none actual timeouts remaining. How is it going to work? It's a 10-second runoff. He'll get it to 22 seconds remaining. Is it? ESPN is saying 10-second runoff. Yep, there's a 10-second runoff for the clock to stop. So the Packers now have 22 seconds to get 23 yards. Yeah, it is an injury timeout, but since they have none remaining, you have to do the 10-second runoff. So I imagine the clock will start on their whistle. So they need to be lined up and ready to go. Yeah. 22 seconds, 23 yards separate the Packers from Seattle. And all Caleb Williams can do is watch. Love in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Love with some time. Pass deep over the middle is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson. 2nd and 10. 13 seconds. Time doesn't really matter though right now. You just need 23 yards. You're at the point where you either work the sideline or you just take shots at the end zone and hope something works. "13 seconds. Love in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And there's a penalty on the Packers. It's a false start. Now make that 28 yards. That's not the time to take a penalty. That's not the time to take a penalty. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting finish. Love and shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They're taking probably two, maybe 3 shots towards the end zone here. Love looking to throw. Stepping up. Still looking. Pass is going to be incomplete. Or are they ruling out a fumble? Either way, the Packers have like 3 seconds. The Packers are going to have 1 more play. I mean, yeah, it might be a fumble. Let's just go back to the spot of the fumble, though. It's 1 final play, 2 seconds. Yep, 3rd down. They added 5 seconds back to the clock. It's 7 seconds remaining. You maybe have time for 2 plays. But you can't take too long on this first one. The Bears are sending 8 guys back towards the end zone. Love in shotgun. Does he have some Aaron Rodgers in him? He bobbles the snap. Love looking to throw still. This is it. Trying dancing around. Love need the end zone. Still looking. Love pass end zone is it's incomplete. The Chicago Bears complete the 21-3 comeback and knock off the Packers to host either the Eagles or the Rams in the divisional round. Soldier Field's going crazy. The Chicago Bears do it. What a way for wildcard weekend to start. 2 fantastic finishes. I really wish that play wasn't as long as it is, as it was. There's your final. The Chicago Bears. The Bears actually did it. They came back once again. The 7th time this season they've come from behind to win. Their largest come from behind win in postseason history. And the Bears will wait for tomorrow's outcome against the Eagles and the 49ers for their next opponent. Yeah, there's like no one open there for Love. Eventually just had to get rid of it and wasn't even really near a Packer. What a way for the Packers. The Packers season ends on a 5-game losing streak, including twice to Chicago in Chicago. And a sequence right before the 2-minute warning that is questionable at best. Wildcard weekend is starting off with a bang. Got 3 games tomorrow, beginning at 1 p.m. EST, with the Bills traveling to Jacksonville. I'll be live for all of those games tomorrow as well. Hope to see you all here. I did not get to eat before this game, so I'm hungry. I'm going to get some late night food. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.